and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nico and I am a full-time eBay reseller. So, I didn't even write down what the total is here. This is a shipping video. I pre-shipped on, was it Sunday? Yeah, Sunday morning, I think. I pre-shipped a bunch of items, so those are by the front door. And then I got the consignment order for my consignment customer ready. I have 39 bras that I am sending her. They're things I just pick out of the bins. I do try to make sure I'm not giving her things that are not worth the $3 a bra that she pays me. And so I pick up as many new with tags and all of those things that I can. Sometimes I'm sure that I am sending her a bra that she can get $35 for $3. However, I also send her lots of bras that she's selling for $12, and I just don't want to do that business model. So I'm getting paid $3 for things that I would not even sell. And then yes, if I see a brand new with tags bra, I do put that in there so that she's getting some value too. And so pretty much any bra I find is hers for the most part. I don't shop for bras or even pull them out of the bins for myself, and that gives me some cash flow to buy my other stuff that I would prefer to do. So my VA is getting ahead of me a little bit. There's 3 or 4 more drafts that I could launch right now. I did muster through yesterday. I did not feel like it. It was one of those days I had to push myself because we had Sunday school church, and then at night we had a barbecue at our church that I wanted to be at, and I had to make baked beans in between, homemade baked beans. So I somehow got that shipping video done and got my shipping pre-prepped, and then I got 29 items photoed. I have number 30 over there. I got to start on. So I told him I was going to send him pictures of 60. So today sometime I need to photo 30 more items, or 31 because I did 29. So I need to do at least 31 more items. But I really need this whole pile of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 tubs at least. It's piled so high I can't see it. But I need to photo as much of those 6 tubs today as I can. The reason why is I'm trying to be gone Wednesday through Friday afternoon or Wednesday through Saturday. And so I want all of my work done here and getting put in and scheduled out so that I have listings going up while I'm gone. You can do it the other way. You can shop on one day and then list on another, and your eBay store won't, like, it's not going to kill anything or whatever. But I do notice a huge slump in my sales if I go even 2 days and don't have listings going up. Plus, it's a cash flow issue. You know, I'm trying to solve my cash flow issues. And if I have good inventory sitting there and then I'm shopping again, then that doesn't make as much sense. The only reason I'm even going Wednesday is to pick up my mom from the airport. She's pretty sick. She went to Texas to see my uncle, her brother, doing fine, felt good, and then she got there and got pretty sick. So I'm, wanting her to get home, and she's a nurse. She can check on herself, and my uncle's a nurse too. So, I mean, they're good. They're fine. They can check on each other, and honestly, between them, they have 50 years. I'm not kidding at all, not exaggerating. 50 years of nursing experience between the both of them, if not more. I mean, my mom's been a nurse since she was in her 20s, and she's 75. So she alone has 50 years of nursing experience. So I'm sure she'll take care of herself, but still. All right, guys, we better get shipping. My husband is going to mow the front lawn. I was trying to get this done while he was mowing the back lawn, but I just had other stuff I had to do. Every Monday, well, I do it 3 or 4 times a week, but I go through my checkbook, compare it to my bank account, see what auto deposits are coming out, make sure that I've transferred enough from the business to my personal, make sure I've paid myself enough for the week. So I did that this morning. Then I restarted all of my promotions. So I sent coupons out. I sent as many as I could. I have like 29 pages of buyer groups that I should send my coupon to, but it takes forever. You can't just click them all and send a bunch at once. So that's the problem there. And I need to get better at figuring out how to in bulk somehow send that coupon. So I go in and by hand send it, and it's fine when it pays off, but I very rarely have that coupon used. Now last week I had my 30% off coupon that I send to my store followers and to previous customers. I did have that used by one lady, and she bought a bunch of silverware, and it was great. I'm happy she used it. And once in a while I'll have someone use it, but it seems like not my priority today, because maybe I'll get 2 sales out of it, and then you're spending, I think it would take me 2 to 3 hours to send every Monday if I just sent all those coupons. I do need to check, now that I'm standing here talking about it, I think when you make the coupon, it asks you who you want to send it to, and you might be able to send it in bulk there. So I'm going to go up my coupon by 1% and see if at that point I can send it to a bunch of people. Sorry, I'm not sneezing. I'm like, I don't know what. Anyway, I seem like the person with all the health issues, and I truly don't have any. My dog normally is very healthy, and I'm normally very healthy, but right now I feel like I'm sneezing on camera and all this stuff. So, all right, let's get started here. I have a lot to do today. I got to photo all that. We need groceries. We have no real supplies in the house. We have plenty of food because I have hamburgers and hot dogs left over from the barbecue last night, and they're really good. And I have a little bit of baked beans left over, so we're going to eat that for lunch. And so, I mean, we have food, but we're almost out of dog food, and, we need just a bunch of, I need copy paper, just supplies. So we have to run out of town because of where we live to get we'll save half or more. Like, we could eat supper out tonight and still save money. But we're going to run up there. I'm going to go to that thrift store in that town. She is getting better and better. If you saw my other videos, this lady just took over a thrift store that was horrible, absolutely horrible. The other thrift store took a lot of donations, and they never put them out. That's just all I'm going to say. So I'm an eBay seller, and I get it. If you have a special way of getting your inventory and you can schmooze your way into the back, then that's fine. But this was like a conglomeration, is my understanding, of other people who just took it or sold it online or sold it on Facebook. It never made it out to the thrift, which is fine. I mean, it's not my business. They don't owe me anything. They don't owe me good inventory. But now it's really nice to have a lady who, as far as I know, I don't think she's internet pricing anything. So it's refreshing to me because it's a whole nother source. So I'm going to stop in there, drop a couple things off, and hopefully find some more stuff. Her store is where I've been getting all those Cabin Creek shirts that are button up, that are wrinkle free and stain releasing or whatever. They're vintage. They're from like the 80s and 90s, and I've been getting like over $20 a piece for those, and I found like 4 in her store. So I'm hoping that she's getting rid of all the old stuff that she bought from the other people, because that was the thing. It was all the Christopher and Banks leftovers and stuff. I mean, it was just nasty. And so she is like selling all those off at $1, and then she's putting out the new stuff. And I'm actually finding stuff there. I found an Ula Popkin shirt last time I was there. I sold it for $21 like a week later. I can't remember what else I pulled out of there, but she's not a brand conscious person, and so those really rare brands, like I think if Love and Lemons showed up, she would not mark it up. I think if Ula Popkin shows up again, or Joseph Ribkoff, I believe I got a Joseph Ribkoff piece there, so that's good. All right, guys, I've talked for 8 minutes and haven't gotten down to what I'm supposed to be doing. All right, that's my life. Sorry about that. I hope to do another editing video today. I don't know if I'll get it done, but I can't put away all this new stuff I'm typing in until I keep editing and getting stuff going. Oh, I did run some numbers. Where did I put that? I wrote down numbers, and then, oh my goodness, what did I do with that? Anyway, the gist of, maybe I did it on something I threw away. I just did it too, Anyway, let me give you the gist of it. I can't find the exact thing. The gist of what I wrote down, I was sure it was like on something here, is that I have about 500 items I would never even dream of buying again out of 1,050 items in my store. My store is always very small. I have 500 items that I would never pick up again. I have, I have like 200 items that, let me look here. I have like 200 items that I have had listed still since December and January. And that is not when they were actually listed. That's when they were refreshed. That's when I ended and sold similar on them and maybe made a few adjustments. But they now are 6 months older now. This is June 12th. So they're 6 months older than when I tried to edit them the first time. And that is, no, that's 56 items. I'm sorry. That's the 56 items. Then I have another 200 that I've had between February and the end of March, or somewhere in March. 200 items that, again, I edited, ended, sold similar. I've had them actually longer than that. Most of those were not actually listed in March. So they're now April, May, and into June. They're 3 months stagnant or more. Maybe some of them were newly listed, but most of those are probably going on a year now, stagnant. And then I have another 200 that are only like 60 days old or whatever. But that's a lot of money wrapped up. That is half my store wrapped up in things that are at least 60 days old. And I run routine coupon markdowns. I have sale markdowns based on how long I've had something. And these are the leftovers that just aren't budging. So what if I only got $1 a piece for all of these? Like net profit. Like what if I just let them all go and only actually netted $1 on each one? That's like $700, you know, if you really look at all of it. What if I netted $5 a piece? And some of this is actually very decent stuff. What if just as an average I netted $5 a piece on 500 items? That's, you know, almost $2,500 more dollars this month. So I am actively trying to figure out what this stuff is, and then I'm trying to add the better stuff. So all right, 13 items, guys, $415.87. I'm happy with that. It's only since yesterday on Sunday. The jewelry auctions I had going, unfortunately, none of them got bids. I priced them really high to protect my consignment client. So I was disappointed that none of them had like rare things in them. I did kind of smaller sets too. I did like a set of 6 rings or a set of 7 necklaces. So I'm going to go in, lower those down by $25, start them back on auction tonight. Those did not sell, but just a ton of really good, just like clothing. Most of it does not meet my standards. I sold one dress that meets my standards. One of my son's items meets my standards. Only 2 of my items and one of my son's items out of the 13 meet my standards. My standards are $20 or more plus shipping, and you know, it rotated fast. A lot of my other items are close. They're in the $15 range. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I have a $14 one. So 4 items are not bad, not horrible. Definitely made a $10 pure profit on them, but I'm still trying to get that extra $5 an item. All right, let's go here. This is a Life is Good. I think you'll notice a trend. There are 2 Life is Good shirts in 13 items. I am going to this store today and hoping that I find a bunch of Life is Good items. I am actively buying them, even though I know they don't meet my standards. I am pricing the bigger sized ones. Like this one, I believe I had priced at $21 because it's got a moose. It's very unique. You know, it's like a Western kind of Wyoming thing, you know, and it's light. It is a long, but it's a lightweight, long-sleeved one. I would wear this like today because it's a little cool outside. But I'm struggling to get 21, but I am trying because then people, you know, I give it a week or 2 before I take the offers that people are making, but I keep getting about $15 to $18 on these. So, you know, they sell almost immediately, especially if I put 15 on them. So I'm going to go ahead and I took this one. I've only had it listed maybe 2 weeks. Sold via promoted listings. They did not use my coupons, so that's good. It sold before my coupons kick in. So it must have sold within like 6 days, or they just ignored my coupon, one or the other. The good news is it only weighs 6 ounces. This is going to Benton City, Washington. First class is $4.20 and I charged $6.95. I hate it when you come back from the bins and you have that, at least I do, because I don't have anybody doing my laundry or anything else like that. So I have, and plus I am making YouTube videos. That is part of it. If I didn't show you guys what I found at the bins, and if I didn't do the bins hauls, I could probably do a turnaround much faster. But I'm going through each item and showing you what I have. So in that sense, that's part of the issue also. But it takes me about 2 days when I get back from the bin, 2 work days, with keeping up with my listing, keeping up with my shipping, and then on top of that, I'm washing laundry, I'm sorting what is consignment, I'm sorting what, needs to be listed right away on eBay, but mostly I'm sorting just to separate the new with tags out from the stuff that needs washed, and then I'm separating out the wool and the leather. I find a ton of wool and leather items that I can't just throw in the wash. So, this week I feel like there's 2 days where I just barely get my listings up and it's really stressful. But now I'm on the good side where all the listings are coming in, the VA's getting his work done, and this is when the money happens. And that's always nice. So I like the next 7 days where, I've got probably 150 listings maybe going in. I already did 45 of my sons in the last couple days. I've got hopefully 30 if he gets even half done what I'm going to send him today. Hopefully he gets 30 done. But either way, by tomorrow he'll have the majority done. And so that'll be tons of great clothing going in. So I like these days better when I feel like the money's actually starting to come in. I hate it when it's just work, and you don't see any, you don't see any results. This bag's going to fall off. Hold on, guys. I was trying to make it so I could just grab it from here instead of bending over to get it, but I don't have space. I have still a lot going on. I'm trying to clean up. All right, so this is one of those. If my hubby pulled the right one. Yes. Okay. These, I don't know why they did not sell for more. I've had these for, I want to say, 2 years, because this is number 1784, and I am on the 5400s now. So this pair of Wrangler pants, they're the 20X jeans, which are not horrible normally, and then they have their number 23MWXAB. That'll mean something to some people who know the Wrangler numbers. But anyway, they are a size 40 waist and then a 32 inseam. So 32 inseam is not horrible either. That's kind of a little bit tall. And the only thing wrong with these is they have a little bit of ankle wear, like just a bit. And I've had these for years. I don't know. I know I wouldn't get $40 for these, but I thought I could get 15. And I have consistently lowered the price on these and just nothing. So I finally am mad and done with these. I could have pulled them for consignment, but I hadn't gotten to that box to start pulling yet. I'm trying to pull about 15 items a week and make sure I don't blow up my store. So anyway, I took $1.99. I'm more than happy. Just good riddance. And the customer is $12.39 all in, and I think I paid a 15% promoted on these. I am just trying to remove stuff that I don't understand why it's not selling. It's going to Mitchell, Nebraska. I grew up in Nebraska, so okay, I don't feel so bad. Give somebody from Nebraska a little good bargain. I know that we have a jeans expert on the reseller Nirvana group. And he says that as a rule, it's not, written in stone because there's everybody of every shape and size. But he says that as a rule, if you want your jeans to sell fast, you don't want more than 4 or 5 inches, maybe it's 6, between the inseam and the waist measurement. So like 36-32 is one of the best sellers, and then if you have a rare pair that might go to Japan, 32-32 or something, or 32-30 is even fine. But when you get into the size 40 waist and then size 28 inseam, that there's not as many customers who fit that, at least in his opinion. And so he sells a lot more of his jeans overseas because he sticks within that 4 to 6 inch window on the waist versus the inseam, and I've been doing that. So I would never pick these up again just because of the size. The Wrangler 20X can do okay, but I think the 4032 is the problem after hearing what he had to say. And I was doing it more like I do plus size women's clothes, where I'm like, the bigger the better, you know, the harder it is for someone to find their size. And that's true, but I think that you know, most people have a little bit more. I mean, I don't know about most people, you know, who knows? I know people of all shapes and sizes. But anyway, he feels like the average eBay customer, especially if you're trying to get those international sales, you want to stick to the 6 inch difference. So that's what I do now. Anyway, good riddance. It's going to cost $8.30. I charged $9.75, so maybe I paid the fees on this. This is all that's happening on this pair. So, and that's fine. As long as you learn a lesson right, as long as you make a mistake but then you never do it again, life's good. If I ever pick up stuff like this again, just, if you ever see me in a haul picking this up again, just yell at me on comments, please, because it is not worth it. I mean, I don't even rent space. Sorry, my husband's mowing the lawn. Hopefully I can talk in between. He's right up against the window right now, but I'm not going to be upset about progress, right? Boy, my grass is so green in Wyoming. It's rare for us. We can get green grass, but, you know, my husband's out there watering day and night and just putting the hose out. It's like his full-time job in the summer to keep the grass nice. And lately we've had so much rain that he hasn't even been having to water, and it's clear into June already. So we're happy about that. I actually, you know, don't get a real deep green lawn all the time because it's just so much work. All right, Ashley Taylor. Let's see how old this one is. This is 4907, so not that old. I've had this maybe a couple months. I got these because they're brand new. I pulled these, I got these for $3 at a church thrift. And, you know, probably if I waited till fall, but I listed them right away. Actually, this would have been a couple months ago, so I think. So, they were listed when it was still really cold. These sold via promoted plus my 22% off coupon, and I sold them for $15.40 plus shipping, so $25.18. That's actually pretty close to what the comps were. I grabbed these without even looking them up because I was going to consign them if they didn't do well on eBay. And I thought maybe I could get 20 or 22 on eBay, but this is fine. For the middle of going on summer here pretty soon, this is fine. These are going to Houston, Texas, and I charged $11.25 for the shipping. So let's see if I did that good or not. Come back here. All right. So 1 pound, 6 ounces. That's what I have in there. Parcel Select is $9.58. Let me compare to Priority. Sometimes it's like, yeah, it's cheaper. $9.94, or not cheaper, but like 35 cents more. So Priority Mail, $9.94, and going to Texas. So I'll keep about $1.50 on that. That'll go toward paying the promoted fee and the fee on the, you know, coupon that I don't actually see the money on. Yeah, I'm happy with $415 in sales for a 24-hour period. That's getting to where I want to be. Really, to make my nursing salary, I need to sell between $12,000 and $15,000 every single month, and I am not there. I've been there before, but when I've gotten there, I just couldn't hold it because my systems just were not refined. And it normally was on, whenever I would hit that 12 to 15,000 on eBay in the past, it's because I had an arbitrage product that I could just get unlimited amounts of, which I'm always looking for and I'm always on the hunt for. A couple years ago, Target had some ink cartridges and they were not expired, but for some reason they clearanced them and they were very desirable on eBay. And so I was paying, I want to say, between $15 and $20 an ink cartridge. So I would go in and spend like, you know, $500 at a time at Target. But I would sell them for $80 to $100 a piece on eBay overnight. And the best part is I didn't have to like redo photos or anything. It was like the same ink cartridge. It was like sending them into Amazon. Oh man, if I could just have that life. That was a great December because I had time to enjoy Christmas, you know, and all I did was just refill that one listing. So that was wonderful. I'm always on the lookout to do that again. But that's how I achieved really high, you know, sales on eBay with less work. So, but if I can do between $400 to $600 a day and keep my expenses low, then I'll be in the same boat there. It's just more work, but I am spoiled. I do have the virtual assistant helping me, and that does help. You know, like right now he's drafting while I'm doing this. So it works. But yeah, I love it when those products come and you can get more than one. Like, what if I could get 30 of these, even though I'm only making maybe $7 or $8 net profit? If I could get 30 and just put them right in there. I know you can do that on new clothing. I know you can do that on wholesale. I've had a wholesale thing before where I did really good and just had 20 of everything. But, you know, it's just more money up front, and sometimes you never know what you're going to get. This is Predator. This is one of the shirts that if you saw my editing video the other day, you saw that I was trying to lower this. I could not figure out why I still had it. It's number 3000 or 3721, and I'm on the 5400s. So I lowered it way down. I think I put 15% promoted on it. But see, it worked. It sold right away. I changed some keywords to heavy canvas, cotton, hunting, hike. Well, not, it should have been hiking, but, you know, hike and camouflage. So I changed a lot of stuff, and it paid off. So the stuff in those boxes that I just edited, I think there's several in here, or at least one today. Maybe yesterday there was one. But I'm already getting my money back for the extra hour I spent trying to figure out why these things haven't sold. So that's obviously in a padded flat rate. This is going to another reseller, it looks like, but it looks like he sells comics. Let me go take a peek at what this guy sells. Yep, no, he does sell. Actually, he sells, he will sell these. He's got a pair of vintage Predator camo pants, hunting pants, and he's got a bid of $24.99. So, you know, maybe he knows something I don't. I could not get these. Let me go look at, I want to look at his sold. Sorry, guys, I'm just interested. Because, I mean, I'm fine with it. I'm actually happy. I'm glad he can figure something out. I never can figure out how to get someone sold. Oh, I know. I got to go into a listing, don't I, to get to all the other items and see their solds. Watch me find out that this is like worth $5 million. But, okay. I'm going to go into his bid here that he has on these Predator camo pants. And I'm going to go to see other items within his listing. And so he has 68 items. A lot of it is like Cabela's hunting stuff. And these aren't even Cabela's. Then I'm going to go to solds, and he's got mostly comic books. I'm trying to look for some of the camo stuff. So he lists it. He must sell it at some level. He's got a wool hat that he sold for $149. The rest is all comics. Come on, where's your camo stuff? Maybe he's just trying to get into camo. I don't know. I don't see any solds on this camo in the last 90 days. But hey, not my problem. I'm glad he's buying it. Maybe he wears it for a while and then just once in a while sells off what doesn't fit him. The one he's selling now, the pants are an XL. I don't know what size mine are. Where are we? Okay, so this is an XL shirt. So maybe he's just buying it for himself, which is great. Anyway, maybe he's a viewer. If you are, hello. Padded flat rate $8.30. I charge $9.95, and this is going to Indiana. I love selling to other resellers. I think that they very rarely return things because they're not trying to get it to fit themselves. Sometimes they're super picky or they're trying to make a point. I mean, that can happen. But I think for the most part, you know, they're just trying to sell it again, and so they don't care about the size and all that. So I have very few returns from other resellers. Very few. I have my grocery list half made out, but I still don't know what sounds good to eat this week. I'm going to be gone from Wednesday on, and my husband, he's one of those people that he just has so many goals and books he's reading and different things that he's fine with a can of soup. Like, he's actually happy if I don't leave a bunch of food for him. He just wants it to be very simple, very minimalist, so he can read when I'm gone and things like that. So, you know, I don't really have to buy that much. I just maybe have to buy enough for tomorrow when I'm still here, maybe. Okay, what does we have here? Oh, okay. This is a good sale. My son found this. This is an icy hot, I've got it already down in there, but it's an icy hot hip and pain therapy. And he found it at the Goodwill. These are brand new sealed. He's got several of them. It's like a, you know, thing that maybe the, I don't know, some store donated, store overstock. So anyway, I sold this for $82 plus shipping. So $91 total. And this is not priority, but I put it in as shipping priority mail because it's a higher priced item. I knew it would sell for close to, you know, $90 to $100 shipped. So even though it's only 12 ounces, I am shipping this by priority mail just to get the free insurance, and that will cover me there. And I put that, you know, either in my listing or they just saw that the shipping was going to cost $9. Now, this is going to Mount Dora, Florida, so I'm going to lose a little bit on the shipping. If it had shipped anywhere else to California, Arizona, even Texas, it would have been more in the $9 range. And then just to protect myself, this person is a reseller. They have a ton of products like this. So I think that they're buying this to resell, hopefully. It always scares me when another reseller who sells similar, like, are they trying to make a point, like, or they just didn't want me selling this? You never know, but I can't worry about things like that. He bought it legitimately, so we'll see what happens. But I am going to put signature confirmation on it and ship it out. So I'm going to, now with the signature confirmation, it's going to cost me $14.87, and I only charged him $9 for shipping. So my son and I will lose about $2.50 each because we split the proceeds on this. So we'll lose a little bit, but I think it's worth it. So off we go. I feel like I'm going to sneeze now. Oof. I'm still feeling like I'm pretty behind, not because I am, but just because I have like money sitting all around me that I haven't processed yet. I still have a ton of that jewelry that I need to process, and then I need to get in and look up all of those not milk glass, but milk bottles. The lady who I'm doing the consignment for in the jewelry had, I want to say 25 of these milk bottles that are older and collectible, and the person who passed away felt like they were an avid collector of milk bottles, and they didn't do anything cheap, this couple who I'm selling this for. So I'm thinking that, you know, he probably knew his stuff, and some of these could be rare, but I need to get in there and look and get those going. So I feel kind of behind, even though I'm not. Because, you know, my percentage could be really good and it's just money sitting there. All right, Van Heusen Studio cargo shorts. See, and this is where this is a recent item. That got away from me. I was gonna say, I would not have put all that in there. I would have put Van Heusen shorts and then put studio cargo after the men's size. These are new with tags. So I don't even know. These were a bins pickup. I probably would consign these now and not list them anyway. I think I took an offer not realizing they were new, but I'm actually fine with it. I've had these going on 3 to 4 weeks, and you know, it's fine. I sold them for $7.99 plus shipping, so $15.47 all in. I would definitely not pick these up again except for consignment. But I've only been doing the higher price stuff for like about a month. I've only been really determined to, not have lower sales. So I still had stuff that I need to, make enough money to get by. These are 15.1, so I'm going to 16 ounces. They're still going to go first class. These are going to North Carolina. So again, I'm going to lose 10 cents on the shipping because I don't want to put $8 just to protect myself if someone from New York buys something. So I put in the middle, like kind of a middle of the road, $6.95. I keep a lot of money if it's going to Arizona or Montana or California even. I lose a little bit of money if it's going to North Carolina. But that is okay. I wish calculated shipping worked right, but I used to sell a lot of hard goods even more than I do now, and I would just put calculated shipping on there, and a lot of my stuff didn't sell it for as much as other people, and I couldn't figure it out. And then I heard other people saying that calculated doesn't show the eBay discount all the time, first of all. So you're giving them a calculated price that's like if you went to the counter at the post office, first of all. And there's just a lot of issues with it not showing up right. And so my faraway customers were being shown all kinds of wacky prices. And so I just use flat rate, and now it's great, usually. Okay, we got that one ready. Okay, this is a Marmot shirt. I pick up Marmot. I can't get myself to stop picking it up, even though, like on the shirts and stuff, I'm not getting what I want or used to. And I'm holding it a while, waiting, and it's just not working for me. So this is a men's medium, so that's part of the problem. I would not pick up a medium anymore. I just can't do it. It just doesn't move for me. So this is a Marmot medium. It's just a green plaid. I have rayon blend, Gorp Core, long sleeve plaid. I would be happy on these. I would still pick them up if I could get 17 to 18 plus shipping, but I just don't seem to be able to. So I took $10.22 plus shipping, so $17.63. Come back here. Let me go in and click and see how old this listing is. I'm just curious for myself and for you. So I listed this on April 2nd, so May and June. So I let it sit 70 days because it's June 12th. So this sat for 70 days. So, and when I'm looking at the other comps, down below there, it seems like 10 to 15 is the going rate. It did sell via promoted. So see, I tried to even get mine to be shown first. Probably if this was an XL, I could have eked out 14. Tell me if there's something I'm missing, like in my title that I'm not doing right. Maybe just not waiting long enough, not willing to wait 90 days if I don't have to. This would have been a bins pickup. I paid $1. Going to Arizona, so that helps a little bit. So it's only going to cost $4.15 to ship, and I charged $6.75. Yeah, I haven't done the haul. I have so many hauls still to show you guys. I have about 6 items from my son still that I have not showed you. I have all the milk bottles. I have a whole box of purses. I don't even know what's in there. I don't know if they're good or not, so they're not necessarily bolos. They're just a haul. And then I have some mid-century modern and a lunchbox and some toys and things that this gal brought me to at least look up the value. She doesn't want things listed that are going to give her $2, because by the time the eBay fees come up, by the time I take my percentage and then give her percentage, she doesn't want items where she's going to make just a few bucks listing them. So there's some stuff that I may not even end up listing. But the jewelry is definitely worth it. And then I've got all that jewelry that you still haven't even seen a lot of. I'm trying to show it to you as it sells, not necessarily just when I get it listed. But now this is a good sale. This is what I'm talking about. This is where I want to be. Believe it or not, I have another Lily Pulitzer dress over there. I paid $13 in my consignment credit for that Lily Pulitzer dress. This one I paid, I want to say $8 at an ARC. I know I got it at an ARC, but I think I paid $8. They had just put it out. It's a size women's medium. It's one of those exceptions in a brand where I don't care about the size. Even an extra small in Lily Pulitzer, I will pick it up, even though it takes longer. So anyway, this is really cute. This is part of the Luxletic. Let me see. The Luxletic line or whatever. And this dress, I don't know, I have two different names in there. Hopefully I got the name of the dress right. But either way, I found this exact dress and looked through comps and tried to get the best keywords I could. This is where I want to be. I know it sounds like, well, who can do this all the time? I think if you shop enough, you can do this all the time, because I have another Lily right behind me, and I had to pay up for that one. I had to pay $13 plus go to the bins, sell stuff, then get the dress. But it's there. It's easy for me to find it. It's just a matter of getting the money together. So anyway, this one was $8, and I sold it for $70 plus shipping, so $82.14, and it sold via promoted listings, but she made an offer, so she couldn't use the coupon on top of that. So this is going to North Carolina. I don't need every item I sell to be in the $70 range, but this sure offsets a lot of the little ones. And you can tell, see, now my sales today are $415.87 for 13 items. Yesterday, I don't have it in front of me, but I sold 10 or 12 items, kind of similar, and I don't think it was $415 worth. I think it was less than that. All right, this weighs 7, a little over 7, so I'm going to mark it up to 8. This is going to North Carolina. Now, the problem is, if I send this first class, I have no insurance and no signature confirmation of any kind. So I'm going to go ahead and bump her up to priority mail at, let's see, I'm going to put this in a padded flat rate because it's $8.30. Since it's an $80 sale, I'm going to go ahead and do this. So I'm going to lose a little bit of money on the shipping. Most likely the worst that's going to happen on this is it just won't fit her and she'll return it. That's like probably the worst. But it's it's a few dollars more to put the insurance. I don't think I'm going to add signature on here. I have proof that I'm sending this, so I think that's good enough on this item. Not saying that Lily couldn't be a fraudulent thing, that maybe I should, but okay. We walked the puppy at the lake, and then by the time I got ready for the day, ate some breakfast. I mean, it's already 12:33. Whew. I feel like my day is just gone. I slept in a little bit. I think I got up at like 6. I don't know if they were having workout class this morning, but with my shoulder, I just didn't want to go do a bunch of push-ups yet. but I still should have tried to go and just done the cardio part, but I didn't. It's all right. I felt like I just needed today to really catch up. All right, this is a Sesame Street sweatshirt. I've had this thing forever. This is number 3901, and you know I'm on the 5400s. This was kind of, it's not quite an all-over print, but I did have trouble finding this one when I first found it, so I thought, you know, maybe I just better pick it up. Sesame Street's highly collectible at some level. But I've had this forever. I finally got it sold for $9.88 plus shipping, so $19.66. I had not gotten in to edit this yet. It must have just sold kind of on one of my sales, because I would have by hand probably gotten to this in the next week or two, but I didn't, so thankfully I don't have to do this one now. So yeah, sold via promoted, no coupon was used on this. And let's see where it's going. Okay, first class, it's going overseas, which is great. And that means that, you know, if they don't like it, I still don't have to take it back. So that's good. I love eBay's new program. We'll see how long they keep it. That's got to be expensive for them. $4.88 is what it's going to cost me just to get it to Glendale Heights, Illinois. And I charged $6.50 because this was a long time ago when I did these. I still have about 8 or 9 of those little figures, those UNESCO figures to put away, and I need to bubble wrap them and then put them in boxes. Those are, I showed you those when I did my haul video a couple days ago. They're listed because I know what the shipping will be, but I need to actually box and mark them before I go away for a couple days so my poor husband can, you know, find stuff. So I feel like in the next 2 days I need to do mostly just a big cleanup, reorganize, get set to leave. And we're having company this coming weekend. They're coming on Sunday, and my 2 kids are coming up, and we'll have, you know, fun time Sunday after church and all of that stuff. So I want my house to look really nice too. I love having company, and I don't want to have a wrecked eBay house if I can help it. All right, so life is good. This is another one. This is what I told you. I had 2 out of 13 items, 2 Life is Good shirts sold, probably because I finally just took a sale. This one was really cute, and I thought, you know, if any of them I'm going to get $24.99 on, this was it. But right away I started getting like $10 and $15 offers, and I said no. And then, yeah, I finally realized, I think it's going on a couple weeks. Let me click in and tell you. Let me see when I listed this. May 11th. So actually 4 weeks ago. That's how long ago. So then I just decided, you know, this is going to sell. It'll sell today. So I took a $14 offer on it, and that's fine. I want to get it in the hands of someone. And I've been picking these up at the bins. At the most, I paid $375 for this, at the very most, in Wyoming. And so it's still a good sale. This is only going to California, so I'll keep a little bit on the shipping, which is great. Believe it or not, I really don't want to leave town and source today. I mean, I would if all my work was caught up, but I just, I really don't want to. But it'll be good to get a drive, go get some supplies in the house, get some groceries, and, yeah, try to get ready. So going to California, it's going to cost $420. I charged $695. And hopefully I find something good at this thrift that pays for all my groceries. That's always my goal. You know, if I go and I drive and pay $10 in gas, get a bunch of groceries, and then I can go into this thrift and find, you know, 2 $50 items or 5 $25 items, then I've just kind of bought all my groceries. That's what I kind of figure. I don't need that much. It'll probably be all my puppy's dog food. It's mostly for the puppy. It's our life. He's out of dog food, and we can't have that. I made the mistake of getting him on a dog food that, like the vet here, the vet that we do have, or the feed store, I should say. We don't really have a vet that sells dog food here, but the feed store doesn't sell, and that was dumb, you know, because I should just be going up here and getting one of the higher quality feed store brands, but I didn't. So I'm out of town so much traveling that I just didn't think it'd be a big deal. But if I don't keep up on it, then, you know, we don't want his stomach to get upset by changing dog food on him. All right, this is a Ghostbusters card game. This is my son's. We've had this actually quite a while. Ghostbusters card game. So I've got it ready to go in case my husband had shipped it. It's sold via Promoted, no other promotions or coupons. And I'm glad to see it go. This was leftover. I think my son was maybe going to sell this on Amazon, or it came in a group of stuff that he had to buy to get the video games. Who knows? Okay, just over 1 pound. This is going to Poughkeepsie, New York. We've had this a long time, so I only charge $9, and this is actually going to cost $10.21. So this sale is kind of a disaster all the way around, but it's okay. We'll still make like $2 a piece on it. So let's see. I'm making sure I've got everything. Going to New York. Yep, $10.21 by Parcel Select. I don't think... No, priority is $11.62, and I'm already losing on the shipping. So let's get this thing out of here. My son has been clearancing some of his oldest stuff too. We just want to, you know, keep the store moving, and the boots and the new things he's given me to sell, which I did that whole video on. You know, the Oral-B toothbrush, electric toothbrush, that should sell for over $150 or something. So we're trying to move on and get to our better stuff, if possible. If possible at all. All right. I've got 2 more, guys. Looks like just clothing items. Kind of an easy shipping day. I did get the bras ready for that, my consignment gal, so I had to measure that box and weigh it, and then send it to her, and then she just makes me a pirate ship label. So she pays the shipping plus $3 a bra. So I'm really trying to take care of her so that she keeps doing that, because if she pays me what she normally pays me, it'll be about a $100 box I'm sending to her. And, you know, yes, I could probably sell some bras out of there, but it's no work at all to just get that cash flow going. So I'm happy with the arrangement right now anyway. Actually, it's 39 bras, so it'll be more like 120. At least 120, plus she paid the shipping on that, so that's not bad. Okay, now this one sold again. It sold the first time, and then it just didn't fit the person. This is those Zero Foxtrot shirts that I told you about. They are definitely a bolo. They fly out of here. It's like a military organization or a veterans organization that makes shirts that talk about their time in the military or at war. So they usually have skulls and things like that on them. But there's definitely a huge following on these. Okay, man, time got away from me. I was listing and doing all kinds of stuff, and now it's almost 1 o'clock, guys. Ugh, crazy. All right, that's what happens when you wake up just a little late, and then you take a full hour walk, and then you get ready, and the day is half gone. I like to get up and just get this part of my work done. It just didn't happen today. Boy, I can't even say this. Plaquemine, Louisiana is, or Plaquemine, probably, Louisiana. It's going to cost $4.24, and I charged $6.95. We have several things we're going to try to take our company to. We have, they're pretty much world famous hot springs here where we live in Saratoga, Wyoming. And we have a lot of tourists, even like Japanese tourists. It's on a map somewhere. And so in the summer, when I go down to the hot pool here, there will be a lot of people from Japan who are here. And a lot of people do what our friends are doing. They go up through Yellowstone, and then we're on a map somewhere, and they come on down. And so we're going to take them to the hot pool. It was given to the town a long time ago, like 100 years ago or whatever, and they can't charge for it. That was like part of the agreement. So it's free. It's open 24 hours a day unless it's flooded, which that may be. We've had so much rain. I need to check and see if the hot pool is actually flooded. But otherwise, we'll do that with our friends. And then we're going to take them to the Virginian Hotel. So if you're interested in Wyoming history, maybe you've heard of the book The Virginian. It's a Western book, and it's famous. And it was based on, or it is, from this Virginian Hotel in Medicine Bow, Wyoming. So we're going to take them up there and show them that too. All right, this shirt, I'm glad it's gone. I've had this. Let me see. This is a fishing shirt, so I thought it would do well. I've had this at least relisted for the second time or edited since April. So May, June, it's 2 months old since I messed with it, and I think I've had it longer than that. It's a women's fishing shirt, and it's just blue. I did everything I knew on the title. Let me see why I have read in the title. Lots of small holes. Okay, that's a reason not to list it at all. But I didn't. I thought, well, it's an outdoor fishing shirt. I must have missed the holes, brought it back from the bins, and listed it anyway. I do not do that anymore on most items. A vintage band t-shirt, yes I will, or a vintage Harley Davidson shirt that is 3D emblem. I mean, yes, if it has holes, I'm still going to list it. But on these more common items, this is what happens when you do that. Don't do it, guys. Just consign it or redonate it and take the loss. That's my opinion on most things. Now I sold I'm getting ready to list a CC Filson shirt, and that's one of those brands I would list in any condition. So there are exceptions. CC Filson I will sell with a ton of holes in it. Vuori, I don't think so. A pair of gym shorts, people don't want a lot of holes in. Maybe one little tiny one I would. So there are exceptions, but this is a common thing. I doubt any of us have heard of Finley. It's not a bolo, and I should not have done that. It's just junking up my store. It's a mistake. Definite mistake. First class is $517. This is going to Rotonda, West Florida, and it's going to cost $517, and I charged $675. You know, if someone's on a fishing boat already and they're wearing a tank top underneath it, and then this is kind of their over jacket, a few small holes, in my mind, I guess that's kind of how I thought, you know, maybe people would still want it for $8. But I just think that there's brand new ones on here for $12. So why would they do that? So there's a lot of things I don't do anymore. Doesn't mean that you couldn't get it to sell, but why should I waste my time on that, right? All right, so those are my 13 orders going out for $415.87. If I can get to it today, I'm going to edit another 50 items just so that I can keep cleaning up my garage, because I'm trying to add a ton of items in the next 2 days, and I want to keep everything kind of condensed so that I can fit in all of these items behind me. And so anyway, guys, my store is growing. Up until even a month or two ago, I couldn't get up to 1,000 items. Now I'm selling the old, I'm typing faster and using my VA, and so I am gaining on it. I see it moving. I'm at about 1,050 items. So I'm 50 to 75 items ahead of where I was for most of the beginning of this year. You can go back to my videos, and sometimes I'll mention how many active items I had. But yeah, I'm at 1,061. I've got 2 offers waiting for my response, and I've got some I can send offers on. So, all right, I'm going to get to the mail. Thanks for joining me on my shipping today. It sure makes it a lot more fun. Let me know what your comments are. If you could do me a favor and just push the like button. I know it's a hassle, but I would really appreciate it if these videos do anything for you. And also, if you don't mind, I know it's a big ask, but just at night when you're going to bed, if you don't mind, if your phone's plugged in and it's not going to cost you any data, just fall asleep to my videos. Just, you know, try to watch them or listen to them, or, you know, it will really help me get a few new subscribers so that eventually I can get to where I'm monetized. It's not my number one goal in life. I just want to make 100,000 on eBay, and then I don't need more money than that. But I am taking a lot of my time to make the videos, so it would be great if you don't mind doing it. Have a good day, guys. I'll see you sometime in the next couple days. Bye-bye.